Hi, boys and girls. This is a video of the Animated Valentine that we did in class Friday. Hoping you can put some good use to it. So first of all, this is going to be a new project, and we always want to remember to name our new projects and save them. So I'm going to come up here and type in Animated Valentine or Valentine. And I'm going to click share. There's nothing there yet, but I don't want to wait till the end and then go, oops, I forgot. Okay, so now I am on the project page and I'm going to click see inside to get back to my work. And by the way, we're working in Scratch. So, first of all, to save your work, make sure that you log into your Scratch account. And here's my username, so I know I'm logged in. Okay, so I am going to go get the sprite for the Valentine from down here in the sprite library. We're going to click on the looking glass. And we're going to scroll down to the heart that has writing on it. And of course, you can customize this and change it as much as you want, but this is the basic lesson idea. So I'm going to click on heart candy, and there's my sprite. So now I can go down here and delete Scratch Cat. Okay, and now we're going to go over to costumes. And this is the artboard where we can change our text. So today we're going to be using the text tool, which is this letter T. So that would be where you need to click on that to start typing. But first, I'm going to delete my coded text here. So I'm going to select it and then click on the trash can or hit backspace on my keyboard. And now I'm going to click on the text tool. And up here, I should mention that you can alter your text right here. There's some different choices. Chinese. I think I'll skip that. I'm going to go with curly because it seems like a flowery Valentine's Day kind of text. And right now my text is going to be in gold. So I'm going to pick something else. Let's say maybe I'm going to try red for this one and click on the heart. And then I'm going to put, and if you want to make this text bigger, you can grab your selection tool and then click and drag on the text box. All right, and then, of course, you can change the emphasis by making the word bigger or smaller or whatever you want to do. If you would like to change the color of the heart, you click on the heart shape with your selection tool and then go up here to fill, and you can change the color of the heart. Right, so if it's too intense and my red is also dark, it's going to be hard to see. So for visibility, I'm going to click on something a little lighter. All right, and there's my first costume. Now the heart already comes with 4 different costumes. So I'm just going to go through and customize a little bit. So again, you can click on the words and you can delete them. Right, and then the text tool allows you to type. But if all your background is very light and your writing's very light, you can change that. So I'm going to go back and highlight this, click and drag, and then I can find a bolder color for my text maybe that's going to help it show up. All right. So now we can go on and customize the next one, and you can write whatever you want. If I click in here with my text tool, it actually, it would be like I'm going to type on top of sweet. So let's just see what happens if I do that. Okay, so you can still see the text that was there, and that's not really what we want. So I'm going to delete that, and then again go back over to the selection tool, click on the word, and you can click on the trash can or backspace on your computer. Okay, and while that's gone, if I want to add, these are like little layers of color. So if I want to ungroup that, I can click on ungroup and then deselect by clicking outside on the artboard space. And now I have a couple layers here. So I can go up to fill and change so it has a little shadow. And then I can select that top heart. All right, so now I have kind of a 3D heart going on here. All right, and I'm going to click on the text tool and, okay. All right, now I just typed, but why can't I see my typing? Because it's the same color as my fill was, right? So I can, delete this. I can try again, or I could select it. Right now, since I know I made that mistake, I'm going to go up here and I can find a new color that's going to show up. All right. And then grab the selection tool by clicking on it. And if I want to make the word bigger, again, I can drag it and then reposition it. Okay. And on my last little costume, it's the smiley face. And we can make it darker. We can change the color by selecting it. Now this is going to change the color of the heart behind it. So I'm going to click here and I can make that purple lighter if I want. Okay. Medium, dark. Okay, but black shows up pretty good. So, all right. So now I have the little smiley face. If I want to change how he's oriented, I can also select the face and grab the little handle at the bottom and rotate him. So now he's looking more up. Same thing, I can grab one of the corners and drag that out bigger. Oops, now I've got the heart in my hand. So now I'm going to click back on the face and center the face. Okay, so that's how you can customize your sprites. And now I'm going to go up to code. And this is where you do your animating. So to start any animation, we need an event. So, and this is not a game, it's just going to play. So I'm going to grab when the green flag is clicked. And then we're going to go to the motion. To looks. And I'm going to do switch costume or next costume. So I'm going to drag over next costume. And then I'm also going to drag over wait because, well, all right. Let's say I want this to play right now. All I have is this. It's going to change one time when you click the green flag. You have to tell the computer how many times you want it to change the costume. So I'm going to go back to controls and click on forever and drag that over. And now when I click the green flag, okay, it's going to keep changing until I tell the computer to stop. All right, but the problem is this is kind of annoying because it goes so fast. So we're going to manually stop it with that stop sign and put in a wait command here. I'm going to say switch to next costume and wait 1 second. Okay, so now that's a little better. And then as far as what else you do with it, you can add a background if you want. You can add a sound. So if I was going to add a background, I might go over here and then find one of the pre-made ones. All right, there's a heart there. There's all kinds of things that you could use. There's patterns. All right, so let's try the stripes. Yeah, it's okay. Right, but the heart is blue, so you might want to change that or not leave it that way. If I want to alter the backgrounds, I can click on stage and then go to backdrops. And now I see my background here. And I'm not sure how this background is made. So let me click on it and see. All right, so if I select it and go up to fill, will I be able to change anything? I don't know, but it's worth finding out, right? So we have to experiment. So if I go up to fill and I click on it, I can change it, but now I've lost the white part of my design. I'm going to click outside here. All right. And all right, this is all grouped together. So if I click on ungroup and then click outside that space, all right, let's see if I can change certain areas without changing all of it. All right. Now, I mean, sometimes it becomes too competing. The background design becomes too much. So you have to decide like how far is too far and do you like it or do you want to change it back because it interferes with your message. All right, but I'm going to say that's pretty good. I like that. All right, and then background 1, I'm going to delete. Right now, if I want to make more than one background and use the same idea, I can right click in the lower corner of my mouse pad and duplicate will pop up, or you could right click on your mouse and then I can go back here and select. And if I say ungroup again, I'm wondering if I can, now I only have one part of the pattern selected. So let's see if I change the color here. Okay, very light pink. And then I could go down to the next one. And I can slightly alter each level here. So let me work on that. So I'm going to get a little bit darker as they go down. All right, so you can play around with your backgrounds. You can duplicate again. All right, and then you could select the whole background. Now mine's ungrouped, so if I select here, we'll find out what happens. All right, so let's say I'm going to change this to all to a kind of a medium. All right. and what if I change it to a completely different color? Okay. And then I can duplicate, right click in the lower corner of the sprite and also on the bottom right of my keypad. And then click and select it with my arrow. And now we're going to change the background color again. Okay, so now this is looking pretty interesting as far as backgrounds go. Okay, so let's go back to my heart sprite. All right, so now I have some different backgrounds. And if I want to make the backgrounds change, I can say when green flag is clicked, let's see if this works. And let's say looks, next backdrop. All right, so now if I click the green flag, I'm only going to get one change on the backdrop. All right. If I want it to go more than once, I need to go down to controls. And I'm going to drag over how many times I want it to change. All right, so if I put forever and click, all right, it becomes pretty electric. Again, if that's too much, you can put in a wait block. Under controls. And then let's see what wait 1 second would be like. Okay, so a little less flashy. All right, now maybe I don't want it to keep going. Maybe I want it to stop after a certain number of times. So the rule about separating these blocks is that you have to pull them away from the bottom. So I have to take those out like that and then return my forever loop over here to the side and it just goes away. And I can grab the repeat 10 and then drag these back up inside. And now it will play for 10 times. All right. And then I could actually add something else to the bottom here. So, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. We'll see if we can come back to that part or not. All right. So now if I click on the green flag over here, I have both the background and the heart animated. All right. And maybe I want to, I guess I should say, if I wanted the heart bigger, I probably should have gone to the costumes and made the heart bigger first. Because if I make the heart bigger now, it's not going to be the same size on every sprite. And I think that's the problem some people get into is, let me try duplicating this and showing you what I mean. Oh, duplicate. So if I were to click on here and drag this larger, then one of them is going to be bigger and it's going to be not in the same place on the screen. So that's where some people get into a little bit of a problem for. So now when I play these, all right, sometimes your heart, the thing that you moved is not always lined up. All right, but this time it works out pretty good. So we'll stop those and maybe I'll move that down to the bottom here. Whoops, not get rid of it, just move it down. Okay, now if you wanted to add a sound, you can click on the sound tab, which is up here at the top, and then click on the little speaker, and it will bring you into a sound library where you can test your sounds. So I've been looking in here, and you can. Okay, so we're going to pick one. All right, and there's our sound. There's also the pop, which is like the default. So I'm going to click on that pop. Oops, I got rid of both my sounds. Okay, so I want it back. I haven't done anything else yet. I can go to edit and say restore sound. And I got it back. Okay. If you wait too long or you close the program, you will lose it. But if you haven't closed the program, it's possible it may still be there. So this is a good point to say save now, because I like what I have so far. And I can go back to costumes, and let's find code actually. And now let's get it to play a sound. So when the green flag is clicked, we're going to play sound dance around until done. Okay, and then let's test it out over here. Okay, and of course, the sky's the limit. I mean, you can keep customizing it and playing with it until you get it the way you really want it. So have it fun, and you know, you can give it to your mom, send it to your teacher. Oh, I wanted to show you that too. All right, so I'm going to save it, and then we're going to go to see project page. And remember, write instructions in here. Play. And how did you make this project? Did you use idea scripts or artwork from other people? Thank them here. You can write credits and notes down here, and then click on copy link. All right. And as long as you have shared it, you can get a link. And now I have a link. So if I want to go to my email, all right, I can go to my email and I can make a new message. And then I can click on to, and I can send it to someone. Okay, so I'll send it to Miss O'Connor, and I'm going to put just Happy Valentine's Day. Oops. Okay, and then click down here and Control V to paste. And that is a link to the project, so that will send Miss O'Connor to the project page where she can view her Valentine. And now I'm going to click on send. And there you go. It's that easy. All right. Have fun and enjoy. Have a great weekend, guys.